To make sure that your priority folder is riding properly and storing properly, you want to make sure you're folding it properly. So today we're going to go over how to fold and unfold the priority folder. You don't necessarily have to do all these steps in this exact order, but this is the way that I like to do it. So start by folding the pedals. Push the outside inward and down. Now just to prepare for the main fold, I'm going to put the left crank arm facing forwards. But before we do that, let's fold the stem. So there's a safety lock here. Pull that up and flip the lever down. And just make sure the cables are clear of the folding lever. So I'm going to use the Velcro strap now to make sure that the stem isn't flopping around when we do the big fold. Now go ahead and drop the seat, not quite all the way. Flip the kickstand up. Move the safety lock on the main lever forwards and flip the lever backwards. Now go ahead and fold that bike. Watch the magnets here between the front wheel and the frame. Align those, fold it together, and now you can rest it on the seat post. Unfolding the bike is the same, but in reverse. Let's do it now. Start by separating the magnets between the fork and the rear of the frame and opening the bike up. Gonna flip the kickstand down, but grab that center locking lever and close it. You want to make sure you hear a click and close that lever all the way. So now you can rest the bike on the kickstand. You can just unvelcro the stem now, flip the stem up. There's a little nut that sits here onto the clasp of the stem. Make sure that sits all the way in. And go ahead and flip that lever closed. Listen for the snap. Now you can go ahead and flip the pedals out. Let's raise the saddle height. Start with the lower half. So I'm opening the lower quick release and I'm raising that saddle height so that the majority of the bottom half of the seat post disappears inside the frame. Now fine tune with the top half. Make sure it's straight. Close up the quick release. After unfolding, double check to make sure there's no play in the hinges of the bike. If there is play, you want to make sure that the levers on the hinges are completely locked. If they're locked and there's still play, then your hinges might need an adjustment. Here's how to do it. To adjust the center hinge on the frame, make sure that it's in the closed position first. Use the 6mm Allen key to tighten this main bolt. You just want to do a little bit at a time because if you tighten it too much, you won't be able to open the lever. You can adjust the hinge on the stem with the stem flipped open or closed. Use a 13mm wrench to tighten this nut. Just a little bit at a time makes a big difference. So give it a small turn and test it out. If it's too loose still, you'll still feel like the hinge closes too easily. If it's too tight, you won't be able to close the hinge at all. The perfect adjustment is that when you close this lever, there's some resistance to closing it before it snaps. So that's how you fold and unfold the priority folder. If you have any questions about this or anything else about the bike, please reach out. Our customer service team is available 7 days a week, and the contact information is on your screen.